This is the story of Robert Downey Jr.'s journey from rock bottom to global stardom. Robert Downey Jr.'s life reads like a Hollywood script: tragic lows, incredible talent, and a triumphant comeback. Born in 1965 in New York, Downey grew up immersed in the film world. His father, Robert Downey Sr., was an independent filmmaker, and instead of hiring babysitters, he'd often put young Robert in his movies. At age 5, Downey made his acting debut in his dad's film Pound, 1970. Tragically, Downey's childhood was marred by exposure to drugs. His father, who struggled with addiction, introduced him to substances at a young age, around 6, according to Downey's own accounts. Growing up in an environment where drugs and alcohol were ever present, Downey developed an addiction early on. By his teens and early 20s in the 1980s, he was battling a cocaine addiction, even as his acting talent began to shine. Despite his personal struggles, Downey's career took off. He landed roles in films like Weird Science, 1985, and Less Than Zero, 1987, showcasing his charisma and range. In 1985, he joined the cast of Saturday Night Live for a season, though his stint was short-lived. His breakout moment came in 1992 when he portrayed Charlie Chaplin in Chaplin, earning critical acclaim and an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. At 27, Downey was a rising star, seemingly unstoppable. But addiction cast a long shadow. By the mid-1990s, Downey's drug use escalated, including heroin and cocaine. His life unraveled in a series of high-profile incidents. In 1996, police pulled him over in Los Angeles, finding drugs and an unloaded .357 Magnum in his car. He was arrested, but this was just the start. Weeks later, while out on bail, Downey wandered into a neighbor's home in Malibu, high and disoriented. He climbed into a child's bed and passed out. The family, unaware at first, was shocked to find a celebrity stranger in their home. Police arrested him again, and the incident became tabloid fodder, turning Downey into a late-night punchline. The fallout was brutal. His once promising career crumbled as studios deemed him uninsurable due to his erratic behavior. Between 1996 and 2001, Downey faced multiple arrests, including for missing court-ordered drug tests. In 1999, he was sentenced to 3 years in prison but served about 15 months before being released on parole. By 2001, he was struggling to find work, drowning in legal debts, and couch surfing with friends, effectively broke and nearly homeless. A turning point came in 2003. Downey landed a role in Gothica, though he had to forego his salary to cover insurance costs. On set, he met producer Susan Levin. They began dating, and Susan gave him an ultimatum: choose her or the drugs. Determined not to lose her, Downey committed to sobriety, embracing 12-step programs and therapy. By 2003, at age 38, he was sober for the first time since childhood. The couple married in 2005. Even sober, Downey faced skepticism from Hollywood. Studios saw him as a liability, but director Jon Favreau believed in him. In 2006, Favreau fought to cast Downey as Tony Stark in Iron Man, 2008. Despite resistance from Marvel Studios executives wary of his past, Downey took a modest paycheck to prove his commitment. The gamble paid off. Iron Man grossed nearly $600 million worldwide, launching the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Downey's portrayal of Tony Stark became iconic, anchoring the highest-grossing film franchise in history and cementing his status as a global superstar. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to see more interesting content like this every week.